Hey folks, RedPanda Gaming, and this is my first Let's Play. The game that I've chosen for that is a game called Silver. It's a single player action RPG originally released in 1999 on PC. Then it got released a little bit later in 2000 for Dreamcast. It is available on Steam, which is where I picked it up from. Unfortunately, the Steam sale for Silver will have ended by now, I think. So it's usually something like £4.99, and I picked it up for like £1.64. If I could have got this through sooner, and if I actually reached more people, then you might have been able to benefit as well. But no harm, no foul. Sorry about that. And now some people, like myself, have had trouble with launching the game. So download it, install it, go to launch it, and the launch just fails. There is a fix for it, which if you do decide to play the game and have the same problem, then that fix might work for you. What I'll do is I'll tag that fix, quick tutorial, onto the end of the video. It's not my fix personally, it's one that I found what someone else provided, and it worked for me, it's worked for a few other people. So if that's a problem that you might have, I'm just going to stick that little tutorial onto the end of the video, just so that you can benefit as well. Alright, now let's go in and let's get playing Silver. So, starting a game, brand new. Obviously I've played through a bit just so that as I'm going through, try and cut down on me running around like a headless chicken. Because the last thing you want is just to watch me for 10 minutes running around.
Be silent for Lord Fuse! It is decreed that all women of childbearing age will be taken before the Emperor Silver, so that he may choose a new wife. Any man or woman found impeding this order will be charged with treason and sentenced to immediate execution.
You abuse your power. This is a violation of our rights.
What rights? You belong to the Emperor. He will do as he pleases. Guards, seize the women.
Just come into a town and steal the women, you know. Why not? Someone's gonna... There we go. I'd say someone's got to put up a fight and put in his place.
Our time will come.
I trust no one else has a problem, because I've indulged your whining long enough. Guards, you have your orders. Move the women to the galleon now!
And there go the women.
We'll search the outskirts of town and ensure that no one attempts to evade their duty.
Okay, so that's Fuse. As you can probably guess, he's a bit of a bad guy. And here's our main hero. Come on, lad, run to where you need to go. There we go.
You're late. We need to practice. You need to practice.
Are you in such a hurry to be beaten, Grandfather?
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm constantly disappointed. But at least my student has confidence. Now, go into the house and get your blade. Amaze me with your swordsmanship.
So we're going to get the sort of mandatory tutorial moment. I'm just going to talk through that, because whilst we're doing the combat, you're going to get some text come up around this bit, and I'll just talk you through it, save you a bit of reading. So as far as movement goes, left click the mouse button using the cursor. Doors, you'll get the door icon appear for you to go through.
Oh, I didn't hear you get up.
I wanted to practice with Grandfather, but you look so peaceful I didn't want to wake you.
Have you eaten? You'll need to
Never
keep healthy when
opens
any
her
chance of being
eyes.
home.
I will.
I didn't want to wake you up, looks like you didn't. So, picking up items. So if you hover over, say, this apple, you're going to get the icon in the top right. Also, your cursor's going to change to the pinchy grabber. So picking up a single item, left click on it, and job's a good one. Opening chests, you get the pointy finger icon, left click, as you would expect. Now if you've got more than one item to pick up, if you hold down your right mouse button and drag, you're gonna create a box and you'll pick up everything that you can within that box. Now the trick with that is, say when you open a chest and the items sort of jump out, if you do it too soon before they hit the floor, you're not going to pick it up. So a little bit of patience is kind of required. You're probably going to see me do it several times where I just rush in, try and pick up, and if anything they'll pick up one item out of 4 and just have to do it again. It's just like, oh, let's talk to Sleepy Jen again.
Good luck with practice.
Thanks, but I really think I'll win this time.
I'm sure you will.
That's good. You have a nap, love.
We're wasting time.
Yeah, I get it. Right, so right click on your character.
Hurry up, lad. Get your sword.
I'm doing it! So right click on your character, onto the hand icon, and that's your main weapons.
Now we can begin. Hold your sword ready, and never take your eyes off your opponent. We'll start with some basic moves that will ease you into combat. Now you try.
So you're either in movement or attack mode. So the moment you hold down control on your keyboard, you'll get your cursor turn into a sword, and your basic attack is hold down control, just left click.
Good. I see I'll have to provide you with more of a challenge. Next, we should try the lunge. When performed well, this move is deadly.
So the lunge is your strongest attack with swords. So hold down control, left click and move your mouse cursor up.
Good! A powerful movement. You learn quickly.
Why, thank you. Oh, Grandad.
Now, a swipe requires a little more skill than a lunge, but less accuracy. Stand fast, and in one swift move, swipe hard to your right, like this.
So, control, left click and right swipe. And you need to be quite quick with a click and swipe, because if I just click and pause for a second, then do the swipe, I'm just going to do a basic attack. So, click swipe.
Very elegant. I hope your opponents appreciate such artistry.
They'll have no choice. It'll be the last thing they ever see.
Always consider your assailant's position. This will help determine whether you perform the right swipe or readjust your stance and swipe left.
What he's saying there, Angry Tan Grandad, I mean he is really tanned, that Grandad, is that basically your left and right, it's in relation to David. It's his left and right, not yours. So if I did a left swipe, where I'm standing now, David's going to swipe that direction to the left. If I did a right swipe, he's going to swipe in that direction. Alternatively, if just turn him round, if I did a left swipe now, it's going to go that way. If I did a right swipe, it's going to go that way. And what did he want me to do? Left swipe. So, control, left click, quickly move the cursor to the left.
Good. Now we'll try a different approach. One-on-one combat is rare. It's more likely that you'll face several assailants at any one time, so you have to be prepared for anything. And this move is vital. Very few of your opponents will have any pride, and would rather leap at you from behind than face you directly. Learn this move well.
He didn't actually show you the full swipe, he got cut off by his own chat. Opposite to the lunge, so rather than lunging forwards, you're going to attack what's behind you. So control, left click and down.
Good! Your offensive training is complete. Now you must learn to defend yourself. Without a shield, it is wise to move from the path of a lunging sword. If you can't counter the strike, dodge it.
So I don't use shields on this game, and if you're not using a shield, then you'll do a dodge instead of standing still and guarding. So control, enter your sort of fight mode, combat mode, and if you right click, you'll dodge back.
Excellent. Your training is complete. Get ready to fight.
Oh,
and show
come
me
on.
just how good I am.
You wish, Grandad. Lunge.
Who's winning?
I am.
I haven't warmed up yet. You're young. It just takes me a little longer to get going.
It'll take
Then
too
I'll
long,
leave
you're gonna die.
Besides, I have the washing to do.
Oh, he actually hit me. Double lunge. One thing that does work as a bit of a cheap tactic is just to lunge dodge. Which you are going to see me do at times. You know.
Tell me, are you still your father's lapdog?
Don't you ever learn? I should have dealt with you years ago. You're fortunate that I have more important matters to deal with. Your Emperor Silver requires a new wife. He may even choose this delicate creature. And then again, if my father isn't interested, I may take her for myself.
Oh,
I
David's
would
getting
kill
mad.
you first.
Steady, lad.
Listen to the old man. Your wife has such beauty, and I'd gain so little pleasure from destroying it. Take her away.
Oh, the threats. He's either going to take her or hurt her.
I
What
love
do
you,
you do
Dad.
in that situation?
How touching. Women are far too weak.
Then the men who prey on them must be cowards.
Why are you in such a hurry to die? Guards, stay here and see that they get their wish.
The insults flying as well. Yusha's just, he's the bad man. Anyway, David and Angry Tan Grandad can do this. Let's go get Jen back. Grab the apple. Whoop. So when you're moving area, if there's still an enemy on the screen, when you get that door icon to move on to the next area, you're going to have a sort of no symbol on it. No entry symbol, that's the one, not just no! Right, more goons to fight. This guy just stood on his own. And to keep going in for that lunge far too early and just doing nothing. Maybe I'm just showing off. What I'll do as well is just quickly show you what it's like with a shield. So, shield, that's equipped. If I hold down control and hold down the right mouse button, I'm just going to stand and guard. Now, shields do have a set amount of hit points, so they will eventually break. This is partly why I don't like using them, because these guys don't do much damage. When it comes to bosses, they're going to do a lot more damage. These shields just,
There they are.
like that
Come
starting
on,
one,
after
going to
them.
get obliterated, really. Also, it's just me being a bit weird. It's kind of like the completionist. I don't want the shields to break because I want to have the maximum number of them in my inventory at any one time. See, these guys are only doing like 1 damage. Not the best goons in the world. Oh, shield. I even pick up the shields I'm not going to use.
We're too late.
This time, but we will get her back.
Please, they've taken our daughter. You have to help us. We're old and can offer you little, but
Don't worry. We'll help you all we can.
Did you see or hear anything that may be useful? Do you know where they're headed?
all the women were forced in the galleon. Fuge and some of his guards got into a smaller vessel. And both ships sailed off in different directions. Unfortunately, I don't know where either one is bound, sorry.
Where are all the villagers? Or all the angry husbands?
Some of the men have already banded together. They took their weapons and left in the direction of Haven.
Will she be all right? They won't hurt her, will they? She's all we've got. I couldn't cope if they...
She'll be all right, love. She'll be all right. Come on, I'll take you home.
So, wasn't giggling at the fact that they've lost their daughter, just that whenever Grandad, because he has the same picture every time in the top right whenever he's speaking, is being kind, a little bit reassuring, but his face is always just that angry man. He's going like gritted teeth and just saying, "We'll do what we can." Oh, here's my favourite guy ever. This is basically your save point, and just listen to this.
I am the chronicler. I shall record your adventures in my book of legends. Tell me of your deeds.
That is just high fantasy RPG voice acting right there. I am the chronicler. As a kid, I don't know why, but I just started saying that to pretty much everyone. And no one knew what I was on about, because no one else had played this game. Just like, what are you doing? I am the chronicler. I was an unusual child, not gonna lie. Ooh. Too many on me. So you'll notice as well, top left, got your character icon. Now Grandad isn't classed as one of your party members at this point. Normally your party members will also be up there, up to a maximum of 3 at any one time. Your health bars go down in stages. So green, yellow, I think goes orange, red, and then a really dark red is your final one. And then you'll notice when you're on your last one, when you start seeing black, that's when you're in danger. I think also your icon in the top left flashes red if you start to get down too low. Let Grandad deal with him. Take these on. And oh, there's more of them. Oh, goons. Stop. Just come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Right, you. There we go. Why are they running around the long way? Can you not go through there? The ineffective goons. This is why the villains always fail. They leave things up to their minions who are just useless.
Please, I have 8 children to support and very little money, but I'm a proud man, and my only request is that you look at me goods.
No.
I'm a failure, and once again my children will go hungry. I'll have to nibble on me son.
No guilt, because your wife's probably been taken off you, so that's one less mouth to feed. Another thing the game does is give you far too many save points. I saved about 2 minutes ago. You probably don't need to save again, just yet.
Haven's gates. They were built by an ancient race to protect their city from evil. Legends say only the pure of heart may enter. Well, there's only one way to find out if that's true.
Brave Grandad.
Come on, lad. If a wicked old man like me can get through, you'll have no problem.
But what if my hatred for Silver betrays me?
David, he's taken your wife. Your anger is justified.
I hope you're right.
He's so wise. Now you can stand here and fight these guys, but you don't get anything from doing it. You may as well just go on through.
After them!
He must have known he would die.
Yes, but the punishment for refusing an order would have been far less merciful.
And is definitely not going to be expected in work on Monday. I'm pretty sure people are going to understand, yeah, I got electrocuted and blew up into several pieces. There's a valid excuse. Cave just begging for you to go into it.
I'm not putting 1 foot back in there. Not unless I can see if it's likely to get bitten off.
Don't worry. I doubt any beast would be depraved enough to eat your feet.
Nevertheless, it wouldn't be wise to enter. Not until we see what lives in there.
Oh, the cheeky jokes from David.
I told you, I'm not entering that cave until we can see where we're going.
That's it, Grandad. You put your foot down.
This place is too quiet. Did you hear that?
First it's too quiet, now it's noises that worry you. It's probably just a couple of larks, nothing to worry about.
Strange sounding larks. So I'm no authority on the call of that particular breed. Come on, let's take him.
I don't think that would be wise. We'd be slashed to pieces.
You would do well to listen to the old man.
Show yourself. Only a coward would hide behind his men.
Here comes a Duke.
What fool calls me a coward when my men surround him?
Please, we're not here to fight. We need your help. You must forgive my grandson's somewhat impetuous introduction. He is eager and hot-headed, but no fool.
And why should we help you?
Fuge has taken my wife on his galleon, and I intend to find her, with or without your help.
Bold words. Your confidence is admirable, if not a little naive. Come to our camp. We have the same objectives, and we'll help you all we can.
But without the exact location of the galleon, what can we do?
You'll discover that soon enough.
More walking. This is gameplay right here. Walking! More walking! Following and walking. Love it.
As you can see, we're mostly just farmers and traders, humble people whose wives, daughters, and sisters have been ripped away. Our plight has forced us together and compelled us to fight. You're welcome here. Feel free to look around.
You implied that you might know how to find the ship?
You waste little time. That's good. There's a cave that leads to the great library at Gno. The library is reputed to house a very powerful telescope. This should show you where the galleon is heading.
Won't you be coming with us?
No. We'll stay and plan our next attack.
Well, a little bit of downtime where you're not going to listen to all these people talk, so we're going to go and talk to people. Let's see the twins.
If you value your life, stand back. It's called the Web of Death. It's quite difficult to master, but it's very effective.
Incidentally, I'm John, and that's my brother Ben.
Listen, I know my expertise is intimidating, but you should try it.
You're good. You learn quickly.
Yes, but the true test is executing the move successfully during combat.
Well, I'll know that soon enough. Thank you for your help.
That tutorial was definitely needed to swing a sword in a figure eight motion, but hey, let's equip the Web of Death. So, special moves, as you would expect, hold down control, combat mode, and if you just hold down the left mouse button, and you execute your special. Now seems like the right time to talk through all these little bits. So whenever you right click on your character, open up this window. So up top you got food. This section is for the 8 magical orbs, which is basically like elemental magic, which we don't have any yet. Over here, ranged weapons, and not got any yet. Magical items, and this is kind of like the miscellaneous part. So in here we got 5 slots for quest items or miscellaneous bits, section for keys, potions, and if you select this one, it's going to open up the overall inventory. Nearly just close the game then. Press escape to come out of that. This is shields, weapons, and specials. Nice and easy.
Did Fuge take your wife?
Camille. We were due to be married until they stole her from me. I'll get her back, no matter what. I know you're thinking about Jennifer, but we will find her.
The last they ever mentioned Jennifer. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think so. They just stopped talking about
on
it.
your own?
If I have to.
How old are you?
Old enough to know when my mother needs me. My father and I are the only hope she has.
Is it too
nice.
cold for you?
If my hands go numb, it may affect my aim. And you wouldn't want that, would you?
No idea what that accent is. But hey. Good chat, Fat Bob. Do it again sometime.
Tell us, is Haven really as secure as it appears to be?
Wait! Although my father can hear you, he can't answer. When Fuge came for my mother, he had my father's tongue ripped out, a warning to others who protested so loudly.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. He's just biding his time till he can settle the score. I better get back. I haven't finished training.
At least is looking on the bright side. Have your tongue ripped out, bide your time to get your revenge. Hey, all works out in the end. Obviously you need that torch so that we can go back to that dark cave so that Grandad is actually going to go in with us. Equip that. Ooh. Let's see what this monster is.
Bet you didn't guess it was me. One time, I even made a man faint. He was big too.
Why, you little...
Oops, better run. And don't worry, I won't tell anyone you were scared.
And that's your first boss battle. Kid with a trumpet thing. Only kidding, of course. First boss battle was like ages away. Why can't I find the door? Where's the door?
Tell me of your...
Quick save. There we go. Why couldn't I find that door earlier? Anyway. And had the torch on, so I just need to re-equip. If you need to quickly re-equip the last weapon you used, just press number 7.
So this is the great library of Gno. Do you know much about this place?
The library was once a school that taught the magical arts, but since Silver outlawed magic, the school has been closed.
Something seems wrong.
Nah, can't be. Seems normal to me.
Who, or rather what, were they?
They appeared to be some type of imp. They looked devilish. Be wary.
But they are small, insignificant against our swords.
And if there are 100 more imps inside?
I'll destroy them all.
We'd better hurry then.
You guys are just insensitive. That's just what all librarians look like, obviously.
I'm not as young as I used to be. I can't force the door open.
Step aside. Let me try.
Oh, here he comes.
Fortunately for you, I must have stressed the lock when I forced the door myself.
Yes, grandfather.
Yeah, you tell him. Old people are awesome. I do prefer Grandad to David on here. In all honesty, wish I could control him at this point. Just play as Grandad.
Somebody? Anybody? Help me!
Right, let's go and take down these imps. These, obviously, I keep saying obviously a lot, should put an obviously counter on. So, imps not very strong at all, they're just fast and a bit annoying, more than anything.
Hey, wait there!
I know, rude, right?
Sorry, I quite forgot myself. How rude I must seem. Thank
Yes.
you for helping me with those creatures. How could I ever repay you?
Well, the Duke led us to believe that there is a telescope within the library. If you could help us locate it, we would be very grateful.
Yes, yes, of course. There is a telescope in the observatory that's right at the top of the library. Oh, but
what?
Tyronas the Diabolist is there. I'm sure he'd help, but he can be quite uncivil. And unfortunately now isn't a good time. I'm afraid he's unwittingly opened a portal to another dimension, allowing those little imps you so efficiently disposed of to enter ours. He must close it before we're completely overrun.
If necessary, we could help close the portal.
As long as we locate Jennifer and the ship first.
Please, just be careful.
Oh no, I did mention Jennifer again. Alright. So, most of you ways are blocked at this point. Come on. And again, we have to watch David run all the way around. I feel like they should have put in some kind of mechanic where after a few seconds of running towards the
I'll try to be
exit,
of some use and run for help.
they'll just fade out and then go to the next scene. Because there are some bigger maps with more crazy winding stairs and you're watching someone just run about. And keep talking about sort of the downsides of this game rather than... I do actually enjoy it, I swear. Oh, yellow imp. Ah, it's too fast. Grandad, you can help out, you know. Actually swing your sword. Thank you. One last one. Yeah, Grandad. Chronicler again. I think that's like number 5 so far. Stop moving, you little sods. Oh, this one's going to give me the run around. Oh, you little... Get him! Thanks, Grandad. And... big massive door there. Such bullies. And ones with the catapults just picking on the one with the glasses in the waistcoat. This is where we're going to get a first range weapon though. It's actually... Oh, awkward angle. There we go. Pick it up, David, you moron. Right, so let's get that equipped. Because there's no way I can hit him with a sword. I feel like these are just being extra annoying today. Trying to give me the slip.
Your skills leave a lot to be desired. I have a book you should read. Bullseye, your catapult, your friend.
Why, thank you.
I defeated your playmates, didn't I?
You insult me! Those illiterate barbarians had nothing to do with me!
Alright, sorry. And so, as you can imagine, just like I had to do there, switching between swords and range weapons is not exactly what you want to be doing in the middle of a fight. So, like I said before, use the 7 key to go back to your sword. If you use the 9 key, you'll bring back the last range weapon that you used out. So, good fun. I suppose I ought to eat some as well. Have an apple, you feel better. There's the door. I was getting out of breath, maybe we're catching up to him. And look at that. Imp infestation. And now we've got crooked pictures in the library. Place is just going downhill fast. Aye. There we go. I am the chronicler. Oh, these are the worst. You thought they were bad before, give them wings. Oh. Just managed to make the screen misclick and make the screen smaller on mine. Now with these, if your aim is good, and you can go for like an upward slash. That's just if you hold control and click on them. Because they can be a bit of a pain to aim at. I sometimes just keep repeating the backslash. Make life a bit easier if you are not the best at aiming on this game, which hasn't got the best aim of game mechanics anyway. Especially when they're little and fast. Oh, that's a coordinated attack right there. And we do have the option to just ignore all that. We're not going to though, because we are the good guys. Let's face it. We play the heroes here. We're not running around stealing people's women and threatening to hurt them. And cutting out people's tongues as well. That was a shaman imp or shaman imp, wizard imp, whatever you want to call it. Basically he summons extra ones of the little imps.
You're welcome, but please try to calm yourself a little.
Yes, of course. I'm fine. Sorry, where are my manners? Professor Whittle, philosopher of life and ponderer of all unanswered questions, pleased to meet you. They get everywhere, don't they? Pesky devils. But the flying imps are the worst, especially if they get in close. Much better to get them before they get near, don't you think? You should go. I fear your staying here will only place you in even more danger.
But what about you? Will you be all right on your own?
Oh, please, don't worry about me. You've done more than enough as it is.
Oh, I thank you. Right, he didn't actually give us out. Good deed and all that. Thanks is enough of a reward or something. Morals. I want items. Oh, that was nice and easy. 2 monsters on 1 map. I wish they were all like that. Right, we are catching up to the little imp. We're gonna do it. Bet he just runs by us, doesn't he? Right, now that is not fair. That is an unfair advantage. Well, I do know what happens in this game. I'm just trying not to give any spoilers. Okay, went that way. Oh, this is what I mean about watching characters run. So probably start from one of the almost furthest points you can away from the door, and you've got to watch these guys run all the way up the stairs, run up more stairs, and the only time you're going to get your map transition is once they finally reach the door. There we go. And another save. That's 6 or 7. Pick up. Idiot.
Spare me, please! I'll make it worth your while. I'll take you to my sacred place.
Doesn't sound dodgy at all. People will do anything to avoid death. I'd rather just kill you now, though, to be honest.
Please!
Why would you show us your treasure?
You spared my life! I'm grateful! Now, please, come quickly! Hurry!
That was a face only an imp could love.
We'll have to get past those guards!
Yes, so... You say we. Like, we? Or me? It's me, isn't it? Yeah. Lunge, 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 dodge, dodge, lunge. Cheap tactics. But you know, the thing about cheap tactics is they work.
Come on, it's through there! I could never let you have my treasure! You don't deserve it! It's mine! All mine!
Okay. Double crossed by an imp. Who would have thought it? We'll actually save this time. I think like 1 in every 3 or 4. And off he goes again. Now he does a little hand gesture there. I'm guessing that's not a "ah, come follow me" or a friendly wave. Especially after he's just been a little Try not to swear. Ah, that's nice! Okay, so, a couple of things with this boss. It's not a proper boss, it's more of a sub, because you don't actually get a level up from it. There's a couple of different ways you can take it down, but it doesn't do that much damage, so I'm just going to go for the lazy option. So once he's done that big attack, he's then going to be out of breath, which is when you are going to do more damage. Other one is the stomp. You can still damage him while he's not out of breath. To be honest, the AoEs on here, they are hard to dodge. So you could just run around and wait for him to get out of breath and then attack, but like I say, he doesn't do enough damage for you to need to do that. May as well just go in, full assault. And, oh, which way did we come? Which way? Chase him down the stairs? Actually, now that we've taken him down, I'm going to heal up, and then we will call it and save.
Your adventures have been many.
So far, we have had a wife taken off us, been threatened by Fuge, met someone who's had their tongue cut out, chased an imp around, and he turned out to be a giant imp after he took that potion. Yeah, so that's the start of the Let's Play. There is another upcoming boss, a proper one, rather than that which was kind of like the sub-boss, which is a bit harder to deal with. But for the time being, because I think this has already been sort of like a 40-ish minute episode, maybe, we'll leave it there, and then episode 2 we'll get the first proper boss. As I mentioned, I'm going to put on that launch crash fix at the end of the video. Other than that, thank you for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And yeah, stick around if you are looking to play the game and you do end up with a launch fix, because coming up is going to be that fix. No. Okay, that's enough messing about. So, if, like me, you were having some problems with launching the game after you've downloaded and installed it, so basically this happening, so double click and tries to launch and then just fails. Thanks for that. So there is a quick fix thanks to this guy, Roper, some guy from Finland, and basically what he is saying in here is if you are having that problem where it's just not launching for you, one thing you can try is to go into your library, right click on Silver, onto properties, set launch options, and put in safe uncapped window with spaces, of course. Press OK, close all that down, and then next time you try and launch it, it should actually launch in windowed mode. Now mine comes up in a really small window, but not to worry, you can maximize it, that's all absolutely fine. I'm not going to play just right now. Last thing, just going to do quickly. Idiot. There we go. Community. Just say, you uncapped legend. Cheers. Done. So as you can see, that small fix has helped me and at least 3 other people. Hooray! But hopefully that should sort your problems out if it isn't launching for you. If you're still having problems, then I can't help you because I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah, sorry about that.